We back on the Man Explore with us, man. This video is Caregiver realizes cops found dead client wrapped in plastic. We just gonna check this out, man. Let's get it.
I snapped.
How'd you snap?
I just did. Abuse.
Yeah.
Too much of it.
When police respond to a brutal stabbing, they find a disabled veteran clinging to life and a woman whose account of this bloodbath may not be the whole truth.
She is diabolical. You have no freaking clue.
On March 8, 2026, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office deputies are dispatched to a home in Punta Gorda, Florida, after a frantic woman calls 911.
911, what is the address of the emergency?
Yes. I came out to check on my neighbor, and he's dead.
Okay.
His truck's gone. There's blood everywhere. He was covered with plastic.
You said he was covered in plastic?
Yes.
Okay. Now, does it look like there was any sort of injury?
I don't know. Yes, he bled to death.
Okay, but I'm saying, does it look like there were any injuries? Are there any weapons around?
I don't know, honey.
Okay, that's okay. You're doing a great job. I'm just trying to help for our deputies here, okay? Now,
Well,
does he live here alone?
He had a roommate.
And the roommate is not there, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Can
doesn't.
you do
We
me a
don't
huge
know.
favor and step out front to make contact with the deputies?
Yes.
When a deputy arrives at the scene, he rushes to the back of the home and discovers an unresponsive elderly man lying next to a wheelchair in a pool of blood with a severe laceration to his arm.
So he hit his head. His balls. He's still warm. Yeah.
The temperature of the body tells deputies they're dealing with a very recent attack. Believing there may still be a chance to save him, they begin CPR.
Press.
Got rigor or anything like that?
No, he's still warm.
Despite their efforts, he cannot be revived.
Dang.
I mean, the blood around them is coagulated, but it's still wet at least.
There's the whole wheelchair is covered in blood.
So is that one over there. There's one over there that's covered in blood too, and the blood goes from all the way over there.
The spin circle's right here.
When a deputy speaks with the woman who called 911, she identifies the victim as 76-year-old Paul Dwayne Bradley, a disabled military veteran who relies on multiple caregivers for daily assistance.
One, his truck's missing.
Yeah.
It's not here. Two, he was covered in plastic.
Okay.
The sheathing was over him.
Plastic sheathing was?
Yeah,
Okay.
I pulled it back to make sure it was him. Because
Okay.
I seen his foot, but I had to make sure it was him.
Okay.
And that's all I touched, and I called him.
As deputies process the scene, a visibly shaken friend of Paul's approaches with information that immediately begins to point investigators toward a potential suspect.
But just stay back there for now, because this is an active crime scene, okay? Okay, with what?
I don't know who's the lady that's living with him. She just moved in, and he came over the other day and told me she was schizophrenic, and he wanted to get her out of the house.
Yeah, because see, that's what we was supposed to be here at 7 to help him make sure she goes.
You too?
Okay.
The deputy learns that earlier that morning, Paul had fired a living caregiver who had recently moved into the home. When she refused to leave, he called authorities for assistance.
So, this caretaker, is she someone you hired, or is it a friend? Or
I was going to hire her, and I'd try her out for a month, you know.
Okay.
But then I thought, after 3 days, I knew she wasn't going to be no good.
What is she doing? So, I get that she's not, like, really taking care of you, but what else is she doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? She's just doing nothing?
She makes me good meals, don't get me wrong. But that's all she does.
So she's just cooking for you, that's all she's doing?
Yeah. She's just worthless.
She's in there right now?
Yeah, she's in bed, I think.
So, you want her out of here today, we can do that. Do you just want her to get going, or do you want her, like, formally trespassed?
No, if she refuses to go.
If she refuses to go, then yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go talk to her now.
The deputy spoke to Paul's caregiver, 48-year-old Shannon Rose Giblin. She denied neglecting his care and said there was another reason Paul wanted her out of the house.
I'm going to tell you the truth, sir.
Okay.
He... and the girl that got me this job knows this too. You can talk to her about it. He is mad at me because I didn't give him sexual pleasure. Do you see? Have you ever had...
Yeah, I've heard of this kind of thing.
She told the deputy Paul had repeatedly made unwanted sexual advances, including one incident where he allegedly put his hands on her.
When we go run errands, of course I drive, and I help him out of his buggy into the truck, and I snap on a seatbelt for him. You know, just be sweet. And so I'm leaning over snapping his seatbelt, and he grabs the back of my head, he puts his hand on the back of my head, and he moves my head towards his crotch, and he goes, groans.
With Shannon's serious allegations, the deputy was now facing a much more complicated situation.
I want to go back in and talk to him again about that.
He's going to deny it. You know
Yeah, probably. But the problem here, Shannon, is that he wants you gone. And so if he tells me that he wants you gone, then that is my job to do that.
So you want me to leave right now?
So that's what I'm going to try to figure out with him.
That's impossible. I have no car. I've got cats. This man is a pervert.
Listen, I'm not saying I don't believe you at all, okay? So I'm going to go talk to him. I've heard this story a few times, okay? So let me go talk to him, and then we'll figure out what's going on next, okay?
Paul denied the allegations and remained firm that he wanted her out of the house immediately.
So, what you should do is go ahead and get out of here. I know you don't have a car, but I would go ahead and get your things together. I would contact a friend. I don't know your money situation. But
I have like $30.
if I leave, this isn't a big question. Is there going to be a huge fight here? Is there going to be a fist fight?
No.
Okay.
No, because first and foremost, felony. Put your hands on the man.
I was going to say, exactly.
I know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hours later, Paul's body is found in the very spot where Shannon had spoken with the deputy.
Say bless you. Yo, hold on.
Paul's body is found in the very spot where Shannon had spoken with the deputy. As the investigation continues, a review of security footage from a neighboring residence reveals Paul's 2024 Toyota Tacoma leaving the property around 4:30 p.m.
Can you do a felony bolo for this guy's truck? I need to know where it is as soon as possible, and I need it stopped.
3 hours after Paul's body is discovered, the vehicle is located at a McDonald's in Sarasota County, 53 miles north of the crime scene, and Shannon is inside.
Step out of the vehicle with your hands up. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Turn around. Walk backwards to me. No, don't reach. Walk backwards with your hands in the air. Do not reach. What am I doing? Walk backwards to me now. You got hands?
Got hands. Drop down your knees.
Get on your knees. Keep your hands on your head.
Hands on your head.
Is there anyone else in the vehicle?
My cats.
After Sarasota County deputies detain Shannon, she begins making disturbing claims about what happened to her.
Why are you guys being so mean to me when I was just abused?
Okay, hold on.
And almost murdered by a guy.
I don't know anything about anything.
I'm going to stand you up.
Okay, let's stand up.
I was almost just murdered. Look at my body.
Shannon is transported to the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, where she says she was constantly harassed and abused by Paul. But detectives will soon get a surprising phone call that raises questions about her story.
Paul's a very evil man. I believe it was the second night I was there. I was saying goodnight to him, and he reaches back and he starts doing this on my upper leg, and he starts reaching over towards my crotch. And I was like, all right, well, good night. I mean, I had just gotten there.
Shannon describes another incident she says crossed a line, leaving her feeling devastated.
He told me that he loves the spoon. He's like, if we're ever spooning and you feel the little guy down there misbehave, you can just skedaddle. So I went to my room, sat on the bed, and disbelief and just start crying. And he literally wants me there for sex.
She goes on to describe a history of childhood trauma, suggesting Paul's alleged behavior triggered painful memories from her past.
Nobody understands that there's sick men out there. Okay, I was freaking by my own father. When I was 14, he took my virginity. Okay? I was murdered by a guy choking in front of my 3-year-old daughter. Okay?
Detectives shift their focus to what happened after the deputy told her to leave Paul's home.
Obviously, it looks like you were put in a very tough spot. I mean, I see you're scratched up and have some injuries. Did he get violent after law enforcement left? Yes. How so? He grabbed me, and I've got the things.
But after learning about the arrest, Shannon's sister contacts investigators and reveals a pattern from Shannon's past, one that raises questions about whether she's telling the truth.
I just wanted to say that someone noticed in her mugshot that there were scratches on her. And I wanted to tell the detectives that she has a history of self and trying to blame other people. One of her baby daddies, for lack of a better term, she bragged about getting him locked up in Sarasota for like 8 months because she beat herself up and then called the cops and said he did it. I was thinking to myself, oh my God, she's going to sit there and try to say it was self-defense and he did that to her.
What happened next with Paul?
I look at him and I said, Paul, after all I've done for you, clean your house, cook for you, give you baths, so you're just willing to have the sheriff just push me to the curb? I said, what would you have done to my cats? And he goes, well, and it was obvious he would have killed them. Just the way he said it.
All right, so then what happened?
He's in his scooter, and he starts going, and I start following him. And he stops in his scooter, and he grabs his phone. And I'm like, what are you doing? Because he was going to call the cops again. And I went to grab it, and he's like, what are you doing? And he starts grabbing me. I guess I snapped.
I just seen the fly. I don't know if I got it. My bad, yo.
Starts grabbing me. I guess I snapped.
You what?
I guess I snapped.
Pack her up. That's all I need to hear right there. You snapped. You did it. There you go.
I snapped.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
All right.
It just hit me. I snapped. I just did.
What?
Abuse.
Yeah.
Too much of it.
I get it.
I was in a mental hospital because I snapped. Years ago, it's all documented. All of it.
According to Shannon, when the confrontation turned physical, she used a kitchen knife to cut him.
Was it a little cut, a big cut when you cut him?
No, he was bleeding a lot.
Okay. A lot? Like...
Yeah, it was a lot.
Her sister claims this wasn't the first time Shannon had used a knife during a confrontation.
I spoke to the boyfriend that just escaped from her. Like, he could have been the next victim, but his daughters were like, you need to get the hell out of there. Because he would wake up in the middle of the night and she would be standing over him with...
Bro, look at this mug shot, bro. This is just... Bro, you was chopped, bro. Like, that's all I got. Just straight chopped.
The butcher knife and saying she was going to kill him. He literally hightailed it across the state of Florida to get away from her because his daughter lives on the other coast. He told me I was afraid she was going to slit my throat in my sleep.
Shannon insists the confrontation with Paul escalated into something she never expected.
I'm scared for my life, and I'm scared for my cat's life. This man abuses me. It's not like I'm like, oh, I've hurt this precious man today. No one's claiming that.
But Shannon's ex-boyfriend describes a conversation he had with Shannon about Paul that paints a very different picture.
He was on the phone with her on Sunday before this happened. She was telling him that she was going to kill the guy before she killed him. And I'm just saying, because I think it's relevant, because if she's like saying, I'm going to go in there and kill him, and then she does it, that's premeditated in my book.
Shannon says that after cutting Paul, she pushed him in his scooter to the back of the house, where she placed him on the ground and watched him die. But before fleeing in his truck, she covered his body with the plastic tarp. When asked why, she offers an unexpected explanation.
What was up with the plastic? Everything else makes sense to me. I don't understand that part.
When you take care of somebody, tucking them in, Does that make sense at all? I don't know.
Can I ask you a question? It's kind of personal. How do you feel now that that happened?
Not innocent. That's how I feel. He abused me. That's how I feel. Because a part of me was like it was either me and my kitties or him. I'm serious. Now you both look at me like you hate me. We don't hate you.
Promise me to hate you.
I'm not cold-hearted.
She's threatened so many people in her life. She is diabolical. You have no freaking clue.
According to court documents, in March 2026, Shannon was charged with second-degree murder and grand theft of a motor vehicle. She pled not guilty to the charges. Shannon's public defender filed a motion requesting a competency examination, and a hearing is scheduled for August 6, 2026, to determine whether she is fit to stand trial. She remains jailed without bond. Watch our full videos as they were originally made, with no randomly muted words.
Hey man, that's the end of this video, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments down below. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all in the next one.